of milk in it to take the edge off. I think it's really nice that way.
Yeah, it's like Terry Pratchett said. It's something about you stack them on top of each other and it becomes more magical.
When I buy a turtle, I'm going to have to designate a successor because it will outlive me. That's pretty rad. And also sad.
It would be the same if you bought like a parrot. Like a big, like, aura parrot.
I like parrots.
I think they live for like 60 or 70 years.
Is she back at home? Oh, yeah.
Do you want a black bear?
No.
Alright.
I've fallen for your tricks before. That would be a rookie mistake.
Where are the others?
Oh no, they're probably
They're all
fine.
just fine. I left
Oh,
a really
there you
important
go.
job to do back in Retardando. We're heading for Baroque on the first ship tomorrow morning.
He knows that you can't, like, there's no way to bring down Martian Salsa. They're just unstoppable forces of circular destruction.
They're circular because they're unbreakable.
Look at that. I remember the night view being much more beautiful when I was little, though there weren't as many lights then as there are now.
Well, yeah. In a way, every single
That doesn't
light
make
back
any
then
sense.
was much more innocent.
This reminds me of True Detective Season 2, where
Nowadays,
whenever a character tries to
you see
philosophize, they
anything
just
glowing
sound
out there? It's
like a
usually
dipshit.
just the fires of
Which I feel like
mysticism
that's part of the
burning
point,
brightly
but
inside
whatever.
people's
But it's still
hearts.
annoying to watch.
It's not as good as Season 1, where the character was actually just
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
smart and
Human
interesting,
beings
and
live
people
their
hated him.
lives always being suspicious of the
It was an
people
interesting
around them.
dynamic.
It took me like, when I haven't watched Season 2, but when I watched Season 1 of True Detective, it took me a while to realize that, like, the guy being interviewed in the sheriff's office and, like, the dude who was detectiving in the, like, the flashbacks, that was the same person, because he just looked so, like, haggard.
Yeah, it's a really nice sort of transition, watching him grow and age.
Mistrust is the norm, and the people who lose everything from caring too much.
The ending of True Detective made me cry.
Like, this is just, like, power of friendship. You believe in yourself. Everything was more beautiful when you were a small child.
I actually take this sort of mawkish, like, satire and stuff kind of seriously. I think trust is an important thing.
That everyone feels they have to put so
Well,
much
we have, like,
energy
74
into
trust
their
now because we
feelings
leveled up.
of
Yeah,
mistrust.
we can kill so many people with our trust.
If
And that's what it's
only
for.
Everyone in the world could learn to use that energy for other things. If they could. I'll bet that then we'd be able to live lives
When I
filled with light.
I told you I was at Roskilde Festival.
Yeah?
One of the artists who played there was Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah?
And I went to see that concert because I like Nicki Minaj. The concert was garbage. But at one point, like, between songs, she gave, like, a very inspirational speech. It was incredibly rehearsed, but it was like, don't you ever let anyone take care of you and believe in yourself because you are the greatest. And my friend who was standing next to me at the time said something that perfectly encapsulated that entire thing, which is, I think it's getting a bit too American right now. And that's how I feel about this. Like, okay, it's getting a bit too Japanese right now.
Yeah. The Japanese like trust because they're nice and they're uncorrupted by Americanism, but maybe that's my idyllic version of them.
You've never been to Japan.
Yeah, I have not. All I've done is engage with their media for 20 years.
Maybe I should just jump off this
Oh, is this it?
now. Then maybe
No, this is like
your
a
life
prelude
will be
to it.
waiting for me. A life without sickness and fear.
Maybe in my dream I'll be a pianist.
Oh, there was a flash forward there.
Wait, Polka, don't!
What's the matter, Allegretto? You look so shaken.
Yeah, because you just threatened to commit suicide.
You're gonna fucking die, jeez!
Her mom has really fucked her
Even
up.
if I don't have long to live,
Yeah.
I'm not
You
gonna
ever,
live
you know,
that.
Swedish author Astrid Lindgren? She wrote, like, Pippi Longstockings and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
She wrote, one of the books she wrote
Thank
was
you
called
anyway
The Brothers
for wanting to
Lionheart,
stop me from
which is
doing
like, there's two brothers and one of them is sick and he dies, and then the other kid commits, like, no, the other brother dies, like, saving someone from a burning building, and like, they both go to another world after they die.
Special rock make the
And then the whole story takes place in that world, and when they die there, they go to another world. So, like, people criticized that story as, like, encouraging kids to commit suicide because they just get to go to a magic place where everything's cool if they do.
I know they're playing this as a romantic scene,
Are they?
Kind of, but I kind of wish, because, you wanted to save me from dying. But I bet, I wish this was played out so he just, because that's a normal thing to do, to stop someone throwing themselves off a cliff. And he doesn't like her at all.
She threw away her, ear stretcher.
Oh, it was just a rock?
No, I won't. No, I'll never look cool to my sunbaze.
Actually, that reminds
That's Korea.
I know,
I
yeah.
found a rock
We've been watching a Korean TV show called The Genius.
Which is, again, all about trust.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Oh, she just threw away the same rock.
Yeah.
They were a matching pair.
You fucked it up.
Hold on to this one in place of the one you threw away.
Hold on to my heart. This is a song I'm making
Besides, I'm sure this one is much
up. I like the
more
really
unusual.
big hill that's just
Look how
going
weird
off into
shape is.
nowhere.
It's like we said, way at the beginning, it's very Tim Burton.
Yeah.
But, don't throw this one away, okay?
Don't like...
He's got a heart-shaped thing on his brace.
I know. But I don't really...
It's a love story that reaches on for eternity.
But the characters are also
Tomorrow morning in the harbor.
what's the word?
Don't be late getting to the ship.
Awkward? Like the
They're
the characterization of them, I mean.
They're young, Allegretto's 22.
Could it really just be a
He's my
Allegretto's
age.
16.
Is he? Oh, fuck. I'm projecting.
There are two rocks like this with the same strange shape.
Oh, yeah.
I probably shouldn't have thrown the other one away. Well, shit.
No, this is definitely the exact same one. It's
There were
been
two
night
peas in a
forever.
rock
There's
pod.
no way I could be wrong about it.
But that doesn't even make sense, because I've seen, you open a pea
The
pod, and
feel,
there's, the
everything
peas
is
are all different.
identical.
Well, it's a good thing they didn't touch each other then, because the
That
universe
means
would have
that
imploded.
Allegretto somehow picked it up on the beach.
Is there going to be time travel now?
Way.
God, I hope so.
Maybe the dream is falling apart.
That rock wasn't my treasure because
That'd be
it
kinda
was
cool, actually.
unusual. It was my treasure
Speaking of
because I
which,
received it from
Dark
someone
Souls.
I love.
The game you love is set in a world where it's sort of a dream that's falling apart.
Allegretto's giving
So,
me a rock
shit's
that
all
has
messed
the
up.
exact same
But they don't do it
shape.
very well.
Does that mean Allegretto's my mom?
A treasure that I received from someone I loved. A treasure that was.
See, I don't buy the whole love story thing, because they've never had any, conversations with each other.
I think... Oh, cool. One of these.
Time for a slideshow.
Have you noticed that the start of each slideshow is always like a drawing?
Yeah.
It's a nice drawing as well. It's concept art.
Probably.
A concept art for whatever building that was.
Let's turn up the volume a bit so we can hear the music.
Nocturne.
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 Noctuna? It's not tuna.
It is not tuna.
We're running out of things to say. How far are we through? 19 hours?
I don't know, but okay. So we're again back to the whole
Warsaw
Warsaw insurrection.
Warszawa.
Warszawa.
Damn it.
I recognize this. I've heard this before. Well, I would have. Chopster is a famous composer, man.
Wow.
It's a nice house.
Yeah. It burned down in the November uprising.
Sure did. This
Right
kind
after this photo was taken.
This kind of looks like the Copenhagen Harbor district, actually.
I wonder what camera took these pictures. I wonder if my camera's better than it.
It was the Chopmeister's own.
It was a Daguerre Wu type.
A Pole? Is that what you call Polish people?
A Pole. I can't make. Some people call them Poles. I don't think that's a racial slur. I doubt it. It probably will become one eventually, but because that's life. But
is there a whole racism against Polish people thing?
in my country, yeah, there's a lot.
Oh.
I grew up in Yorkshire, which has quite a large Polish population, and got on with them fine. But then when I left, everyone was really sort of, oh, them Polish people. I was like, what are you talking about?
Is it the whole taking our jobs thing?
Something like that, yeah. It's always fucked. Every generation, there's always an influx from some country to do cheap labour, and then we hate them for some reason.
I'm happy that this text, sorry for interrupting, but I'm happy that this text is telling us how this music is making us feel.
This music is making you feel pensive about racism.
Well, there's another woman, Konstancja Glakowska.
People called her John Smith.
I pronounced that wrong, I'm sure.
Constantia.
Constantia.
Yeah.
How many girlfriends did this guy have? He was like a player.
He was. Well, he was a famous musician. Oh.
Is this Chopman?
Yeah.
On the bust?
Have a quick look. I bet the city where he grew up have built their entire culture around him, the same way that Odin's has built around Andersen.
You're not even lying.
Yeah. It's the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, Harry. You've got to see the sights. It's the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen.
I was going to show him. There used to be a statue, like a really cool statue of H.C. Andersen in like the city square. But the artist who made it, Jens Geilschut, a couple years ago for H.C. Andersen's 200th birthday, he threw it in the harbor.
Oh.
And now, like, once a year, he pulls it up, parades it through the town, and serves, like, grave beer, and then he, like, throws it in the harbor again.
I think he's trying to say... I think I get his point. Oh.
This is a subtle connection that you're drawing to the video game here, Tri Crescendo.
They're trying really hard to justify making an anime game about a famous musician.
About fucking, like, a 19th century classical composer.
Yeah. Yeah, the next Eternal Sonata, rather than being a straight sequel to this, should be a different guy's dying dream.
Well, again, you can't do Beethoven, because that's already done.
I would actually quite like to see a Justin Bieber one.
Well, he's still alive, so you'd have to wait.
Not for long, no.
Well, he's younger than you. You might die before he does.
That's fine. I'm okay.
You never get to experience Eternal Sonata 2, Baby, 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 Ooh.
I like Justin Bieber.
Thought you'd always be mine, but then I died.
Yeah. Justin Bieber's music is good if you slow it down 300 times, so he's good. He's alright in my book. Whatever.
Well, he learned that there was another lady he liked, but he was awkward, but he played the piano, and that's how his feelings came through.
That's good.
Also, I learned the word Pole, so we all learned something today.
Yeah. And a Polish shop is called a Polski Sklep, if you want to pronounce it wrong, like I do. It's good food, actually.
It was like latte art in the coffee.
Oh yeah. It's a really nice decal. It's like a single flat texture.
It's my favorite texture I've seen so far in this game, apart from the low poly treasure.
I'm in last place again.
Oh, great, the card mini game.
Viola? That's not true. You're in third place.
Yeah, after you beat.
That's actually also a music rhythm game, you beat.
Third place is a bronze medal. Not bad at all. Hey, are you two trying to make me angry? I'm in third place out of 3 players.
We turn it down.
You can't
Oh
tell
shit!
me
Oh
that
shit!
deserves
Yeah.
a bronze medal.
Oh, we didn't mean it like that. So come on,
Aw,
say something
Beat's
to
too
her.
young to gamble.
Yeah, Beat's right. Without you, old lady, we wouldn't...
What?
Hey! Oh,
I know that that's an anime thing, but she's
without you,
26.
sweet and kind Lady Viola.
I'm
the game
guessing that they're not going to say what
at all.
card game they're playing. They're just playing cards
Yeah.
in the abstract.
It's like Death Sticks. You don't really need to know the details.
Yeah.
But in the expanded universe, Eternal Sonata novels, there's like a whole appendix about the rules.
Yeah, of the game.
And then you look on the wiki, and you can just read it there.
Yeah.
Great. Nice job, Salsa. You could have at least let Viola beat you a couple of times. Now she got mad and left.
What about you? You could have lost a few too. If she keeps getting bronze medals the whole time, the old lady might decide not to play with us.
She's 26!
It's already been a whole week since we arrived in Baroque. I'm so bored.
Can we kill more ghosts?
Like, was there ever a follow-up to that, or was that just, hey, here's a boss fight, see you later?
Yeah, she's gone. There's a lot of distractions in this game.
Yeah.
In fact, there's more distractions than there are actual plot threads.
Oh, it's Jazz!
Yes!
Too late to do anything. Dozens of people have already lost their lives to the mineral powder.
Mostly because we killed them.
He's really commanding. I like his voice.
If we don't eliminate the source of
He's
the
very
power,
revolutionary.
we can never hope to resolve this.
We're gonna have to blow up the mountain.
You notice he was white and he was black? Because there are two sides? Oh, he just was...
Yeah, there's
brown
like a
and-
dichotomy between them. There's a wall between them.
In a heart-shaped couch wall.
A desire
Oh, it's
to
not heart-shaped.
suppress
It's
your
shaped like
adversary.
flames.
I just found out my wife was a spy, so I'm kind of bummed right now.
Feel that way. This clash
Do you think he just had her executed? We haven't seen her yet.
Maybe we should use some trust.
It's not worth it. By placing so much
Well,
effort
Jazz
into
hasn't been in the
never-ending
battles in
battle,
a long time, so he
lose
doesn't have a
sight of
lot
other
of
things
trust.
that matter more. Ultimately, whatever the real issue was is forgotten.
Trust
and
is a really
replaced
good
by this
KMFDM
challenge.
song. It's great.
This battle for power.
Everyone listen to it.
You may still think you are fighting against your opponent.
But really, you're fighting against yourself.
This is a lot of people
But at some
musing
point,
about
it's no longer
stuff.
about who wins or
Damn, I was
loses.
trying to predict
It's
what he
a
would say,
power
but
struggle.
he said a less eloquent version of what I said.
Like, do you know what I mean when I say that this game is just a bunch of
Childish
people
fight
musing
between
about
adults who should
stuff?
know better.
Yeah,
It's just
I
embarrassing.
tend to like that, but they could be a little bit more like acting like people, but can't expect that much from anime. Anime is implicitly
Sir, when you
unrealistic.
eliminate all other possibilities, you cannot escape the truth that remains. No
That's
matter
not what
how
Sherlock
difficult
Holmes
it may
said.
be to accept.
Sherlock Holmes wasn't invented in
I let
Chopin's
myself
time.
believe in something that wasn't true.
When was
Claudius
Arthur
was
Conan
the
Doyle
spy for
born?
Forte.
What? Conan Doyle was like late
Looking back,
1800s.
I let myself
late,
believe
I
what I
think.
wanted to be true.
I could be
without
totally
realizing.
wrong there. No, I think I am.
I know
think
that my
he died
weakness
just before the
was the
First
very
World
thing
War.
that led to her death.
I don't know. That was like 1914?
Perhaps,
Maybe.
in a way, I was trying to make
There's an
up
east
for
wind
not
coming.
being able to believe in myself by believing in Clave.
You say these things that sound good, but when you start thinking about them, they don't make any fucking sense.
Are you any different? Prince Crescendo, I don't
I
want
feel
to
like
watch you make
there's
the
a
same
pretty
mistake
good
that I
short
did.
20-hour game in here, but they're really padding everything out.
Well, it's a JRPG. Like they get fired if they don't.
Yeah.
Like they get like put in stocks and then hung in public.
Like there's a good 2 or
I
3
realized it
seconds
a long
between
time
every
ago.
line.
Okay, so he is known for a while.
That a Forte
Yeah.
spy had infiltrated my inner circle and was hiding.
Oh, so he didn't know who it
close
was.
to me.
All right.
What's happened to her anyway?
Yeah, like I'm assuming he
A
just had her
spy.
executed.
Who is it?
My fucking fiance.
Jazz, my friend.
Help!
Could you
My
please
Colin's
come
caught
to I want to find the best answer.
Did you know who? The answer is Serenade. Oh, not to that. Just the whole situation in general.
Just the answer to the question.
Well, we have the answer. It's 42. It's the question that's the problem.
The question is... Fuck, man, I don't know.
Serenade.
That's the question. He answered the question way too late. He's not in the room anymore.
No, let's see. Serenade 42
matter
doesn't
to
work.
me whose side you're really on.
Even if you are a spy and you're the reason that all of my soldiers are
In fact,
eventually
if
going to
there's one
die.
thing I'm
They did that
sure
thing where
is
it
that
cut to
the
another
things
angle
you
of the
said
same
are
guy again.
absolutely True.
This is like the Gollum scene, but way more sexy.
I always knew
What do you mean
that
you don't
were
want to get it
connected
on
to
with Gollum?
Calvados.
Ah, in a pinch. What's that
I
green
assumed
thing?
you
Is
were
that like a
assigned the
candle?
role of preventing
That's a
Baroque
fucking rat typewriter. I want it.
from attacking Forte first.
H-Bomb collects typewriters.
Yeah, boy! I'm a terrible man.
Because eventually that's going to be like
Would be
Beat's
a
final
problem
weapon.
for Forte.
I think
So
that's an actual
Pablo sent
arquebus.
you to me as insurance.
Or halberd? I don't know.
I don't know about weapons. I'm just going to be upfront
From a
about that.
different perspective, it also means that right
Oh,
now
I do
we
know
have the
though
power to defeat
that Gunblades. You know Final Fantasy VIII? How everyone always rags about the Gunblade.
Yeah.
Gunblades were a real thing that
The more you
existed.
rejected
Yeah,
the
they were.
notion of war, the more
Real
the
thing?
suspicious
Yeah, I was in
of your friend.
like the National Armament Museum of Malta, and they had a gunblade. It was like a sword with a gun in it.
Understand that this is not the
It even had the
real
like
reason
revolver
you
chamber.
oppose this war.
So there you go.
I'm pretty sure
There
it's
are
a sure
absolutely
tell
no
that
arguments that I
whichever
can use
army in
against
a
you.
war invents the gunblade first will be the one that loses.
Once I realized
I don't
that,
actually remember if Malta
I could
lost
no
or
longer
won.
see
If I remember
any
correctly,
team
right
as a
before the end of the
just
war,
course
the
of
British
action.
army were planning on building aircraft carriers out of ice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, generals liked the idea, but the war ended before they could put it into,
A rebellion no
action.
longer
Well,
serves
like-
as any purpose.
I think. Someone correct me on that
This
if I'm wrong,
war,
but
we have to
His
fight
soliloquy. I'm
those
sorry if we're ruining his soliloquizing for you. It's just not very interesting.
it's so straightforward. Like, oh, war's bad.
Well, I'm sure someone has said that
Well,
at some point
Wouldn't
before.
you agree?
Oh, she's listening.
Serenade?
Is she under the table? Is she like Spider-Manning it outside the window?
Or is he going mad?
Well, like he said that like he knew she was listening.
Maybe
she
bu-
in the
maybe she
c-
bugged the room.
Is she in the? Oh no, there she is.
That's a nice boat.
We've had conversations about this boat before.
Yeah. I said nice boat for a very specific reason, though. It's a reference to an anime that I won't name.
Alright.
In the thread, what anime are referencing? I'll give you an avatar or something if you guess correctly.
Oh, it happened again.
Do you believe in good luck charms?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. My controller has turned off because the cutscene went on for so long.
Like this?
I know only one concrete thing about what happens in the game going forward.
Well, it is. The Polka
And I
throws
don't-
herself off a mountain.
And I don't want to spoil what it is. It's not a real spoiler, but...
Yeah, it's like... Isn't that the loser thing from the Smash Mouth song?
That's it?
It only works if you put it on your forehead, though.
Really?
Somebody once told me
Hey,
Choppins was a musician. I don't know the rest of the words. To the song I just made up.
Viola, please, don't tease me like that.
Yeah, I like these little character moments where they're not just talking into the air about stupid shit.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Jazz, is your meeting thing finally over?
Not yet. It's an important decision. I don't think it's something he can decide.
They're deciding whether or not to assassinate Waltz, right?
Yeah.
He's going to think about it alone.
Assassinate Waltz and also everyone else.
It seems
Burn the
like
city
it's going
down.
to take him a
Just
little
give Beat
while.
like a sniper's
Spend the
rifle.
day exploring Baroque Castle tomorrow. all
A
right?
sniper's gunblade.
Sniper's axe gun.
It's like a really, really long blade that you
I
stab
don't
them
think I've
with.
ever heard of that charm before.
From really far away.
No, you press a button on the thing and the blade shoots
Of course
off.
you haven't heard of something I thought up just now. Maybe I should patent it.
Do they have a patent office in wherever the hell this is?
Yeah.
Don't joke
Albert
around with her
Einstein
too
works
much,
there ever
Viola.
since he died.
Don't worry about it. Of course the charm won't work. I was just trying to give her a little courage.
Oh.
Watching those two together is making me crazy.
Do you think Jazz and Viola are gonna, like, become an item?
Don't go overboard.
Check their relative ages. If they're exactly the same, then yes.
Right.
Because he's DTF now. He lost his honey. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like, there's, like, Beat and Salsa are the same age. And
He
they're-
also lost his.
but they're, like, literal fucking children. Oh, yeah, there we go. She's doing the thing that she just made up.
What about you?
What?
Oh.
Do you have someone special like that too, Viola?
Everyone's falling in love.
It's hackneyed as fuck.
Of course I do.
I love
All the
it. It's
time.
great.
Argo, come here.
That's what love's like. It's stupid and tragic.
Where's Falsetto? I miss Falsetto. She just disappeared ever since Claves died.
Walked off.
And falsetto.
Oh.
Well, looks like I'm third out of 3 players.
Oh, it's like stanzas. It repeats. It's poetry in motion.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Who wrote the script? George Lucas.
Every single image has so many snowflakes going on.
But they're the same snowflake.
It's symbolic.
In Frozen, did they
It's
model
symbol-
individual snowflakes?
They probably did.
Well, they built an engine to make them all.
Yeah, there was like in the first Toy Story movie, it like got a Guinness World Record for having the most individual like things. There was like a scene with like 2 million grains of dust that each had their own path.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I figured you got mad and left, Viola. You know, 'cause you kept losing to us all the time.
Because you suck and you're shit and no one will ever love you.
I kind of realized something. Bronze medals suit me.
No, she's just fine with
Besides,
it.
She's a very
today's
bronze
the
colored
last day we'll be
character.
able to relax.
Well, not really, but
Jazz
yeah.
just told me. We're
She has a
heading out
bronze
tomorrow.
aura.
You're gonna have to leave without her because she's gonna get the
Now,
flu from
hurry up
having
and
been
deal the
outside and
cards.
no clothes.
Whoa, she's
Also, she was wearing skull and
Me
crossbones.
too. Maybe she's got some kind of super secret strategy worked out. I'm starting to get nervous.
The secret keep being third
You know,
strategy.
guys, bronze medals aren't that bad after all. They're kind of nice.
I just have to kill the two of you and say you were spies. And then I win.
Oh, there was spies for Forte. It's fine.
Yeah.
Prince Crescendo is going to spend some time.
Is this the longest cutscene we've had so far? It might be.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Your controllers have been turned off for
It's
quite a
going
while.
to take
Yeah,
a
this
little
is gonna
longer
be
for
like
him to
an
reach
its
a
own
decision
video.
than we
Yeah.
thought. So, in the meantime, why don't we take a walk around Baroque?
Let's go for a walk. Let's go for another distraction for this chapter, because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, so it's paused because like my controller's turned off. Bonk.
Cool.
There we go.
Am I still a character, or did that reset the people from the?
No. You're still.
Holy shit! We got everyone.
Yeah, we got Jazz back. Fuck you, March.
Oh, March. Yeah, she's gone. She was just replaced.
Jazz
by
is level 22. Shit, he needs some like.
I've been judging characters' ages based on the level.
We bought a new weapon for him.
A Herebra.
Oh, it gives him passive though.
No, thank you.
Let's take the one that does. Well,
Then again, we've never been able to counter. So
I want to do it. All right.
Okay.
I just want to see if I can make it happen.
Eventually, yeah, we should give it a shot. How old is
27. Viola's 26.
Yeah, they're gonna
No,
be.
because he's in love with falsetto.
Oh, she's here now, isn't she?
No, she's not.
Check it, pause.
She's not there.
Fuck! I thought. Oh, I was looking at Allegrado's.
Yeah. Like that's the same mistake I made when I didn't think we had her in the party.
Yeah, damn it.
Do you want to play a song with Tiny Tim? Now that we got some more score pieces.
Yeah, play them all.
Okay.
And
I'm
then-
so cold. Please listen to my score piece. Okay,
And then we should save and end this session.
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Yeah.
So let's just we'll try this one, I guess. I'm gonna turn it up a bit so I can hear what his actually sounds like.
Sure. No, thank you. S.
No, that's an F. That's gonna be nothing. Yeah.
I assumed it would be an S because I didn't like it.
We must have the thing. I want to, like, at least a B, please.
Gotta warm his heart. His little tiny baby heart. His anime heart.
Right, let's... I think this might actually be it. Maybe?
Sure. It reminds me of bread. I like that.
I think maybe that's at least a B, right? No! Well, I guess not.
Maybe the solution to Loco's puzzle is to keep playing music with him and eventually just like, yeah, thank you.
No, like, there's gotta be, it's just like there's just a we are shit at music. Yeah, it's this. It's gonna be this. Look, like, the notes match up and stuff, right? Yeah, this is totally it.
It is right, yeah. I bet. Nice!
Oh, this is an S.
This is the unusual one.
Yeah.
It's also the only one that works.
Oh my god, no, his mom is dead!
I can see my mum waving at me from heaven.
His mom is dead, no!
Don't go into the light!
No, Loco, please, we gotta find your A. Do we have the A?
I doubt it.
We're not gonna have the A, but no! This is just tragic, I feel so bad.
Maybe his mum's right next to him over there. He didn't say his mum was dead, did he? Yeah, this one will work.
No, it's not. No, it won't.
Give it a shot. For me.
It's just gonna feel bad again.
Do it for me.
I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be an F. No,
Bit overpowering, but
no,
still.
it's not. It's not it.
Ah.
I'm gonna stop. We got the S. It's fine. We brought some light into his life by making him hallucinate about his dead mom.
This kid has terrible taste. I hope he dies.
Everything is terrible. There was a save point over here, through here, right?
Yeah, there was.
Or are we not allowed to go that way? No, we're not. Well, there was one in Baroque too, so let's just go down to the
There's
city.
one somewhere. You can hear the footsteps. You might want to turn it down a bit. If you can hear the footsteps, something's wrong.
I did turn it down.
Oh, you did, yeah. I guess I'm just getting better at hearing.
And it's thanks to all this music. Well, fuck this guy. We're not gonna play with him.
So are Polka and Allegretto both 16?
No, Polka's 14.
Alright. That's
Yeah, she's 14 and Allegretto's 16.
a little creepy.
No, it's not that big a difference.
I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, the age of consent in my country is 16. So.
It's actually 15 over here.
Oh, right.
So they're like on opposite sides
Oh,
of
right.
it. So maybe that's creepy.
It's creepy. It's really creepy.
Well, it's legally creepy. I'm not gonna make any judgments otherwise.
Sure, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of. Whatever. They're anime people. It doesn't matter.
Look, the story's already had numerous murders in it, so, like, the bar is set pretty low as far as creepiness is.
Next time on Eternal Sonata, more stuff will presumably happen.
Eventually, I'm sure that will happen.
Yeah.
One of these days.
See you later.
Pcha!